Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, four crazy rescue dogs, a rescued cat, and a rescue guinea pig who likes to craft in her spare time, has gone back to school to learn ASL, and is graduating, and is trying to train for Ironman. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It will send me a message. It will boost my serotonin and my self-esteem, and I could really use that. And if you are returning, you already know the crazy you're in for, so grab your drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. Y'all, holy Moses. Holy Moses. Last week was a week. Okay, so let me start off by saying I have no haul. I have none. Let me also start by saying that my pattern of the boardwalk series from Little Needle House Designs is not a duplicate. Yay. And that I was right. They are a totally different series. So, yay me. The really cool thing is both of them will still coordinate very well. I like them both. They will both still very much coordinate with my three small words. So I just need to collect the rest of both of these series now. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. Like, this is my life. Okay. I am still on the let's purge all the things. Although this week was a little slower, and that is because, yes, it was just a busy week. Is this next week going to be busy? Yes, I've got to get my appeal in. Bella starts back at classes. We're coming up on graduation. I've got a couple hearings. So yeah, but I didn't buy anything. I know. I wanted to buy some things, but I did not buy anything. The other thing, I need to move some of these things to my basket of finishes that I don't know what to do with because I'm horrible at FFOing things, and we know this. But yeah, okay. Okay. So what happened last week? I'm glad you asked. So I got picked as a graduation ambassador, which basically means I get to run around at graduation taking pictures and selfies and all of that, and just so stay tuned on the 18th. You'll see my Instagram feed will be filled with all sorts of stuff from graduation and reels. I got to figure out how to post a reel and a story and all this other stuff. I don't pick the least technology friendly person and make them in charge of technology. That makes total sense. Okay. So then the state bar does a pro bono awards list, and for every year, and the list came out. It's actually 2 years behind. So the list came out recognizing those attorneys and firms who had pro bono hours, significant pro bono hours in 2022. I logged in my hours, not even thinking I would make the list. I didn't think I had that many. I mean, I pride my firm on doing a lot of pro bono work. And by pro bono, it's not always free. It means maybe I discount my prices to make it more affordable or things like that. Or maybe I volunteer my time for legal aid. Either I take on a class or I'll go attend one of their clinics and offer some help that way. So all of those hours add up. I didn't realize that in keeping track of it and turning in, I had over 100 hours. So I made the top tier of those attorneys. And there's not a ton of us in the state that make that tier. So that was like amazing news. And then, if you follow me on Instagram, you know the other one. I have officially been admitted into the federal bar to practice in front of the Supreme Court of the United States of America. That list is not very long. In fact, but you have to have 3 different signatures in order to do that, and all of those people have to be admitted into that bar. It took me a while to get all that together. So yeah. So I've ordered my certificate. As soon as it gets here, it will take a couple weeks to get here. Obviously, we'll be heading over to frame that. So, and then I had realized that I had never posted on Instagram the fact that my degree for ASL actually came in the mail. So yeah, like it's crazy to think. It's absolutely crazy to think. And I'm really proud of myself. Of course, my dog bells are the dog bells are working. So yeah, all that happened. So what I'm thinking is, those of you who know me, you know that I have Lady Justice by Mirabilia, and I have been wanting to stitch it for quite some time. In fact, the day that I got it in the mail is the day that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed. So I'm thinking that to sort of commemorate my acceptance into SCOTUS, I'm going to start her. The problem is I'm going to do a conversion. I have the pattern. It's on my desk here somewhere. Somewhere. Hi, Bean. Her dress is charted as this. I don't know why I can't find it easily. So Nora Corbett charted Lady Justice's dress in kind of this bluey green color with a blue sash. Her colors are beautiful, but they are not legal colors. Like, what? So, law is purple. Any graduate of any law degree, with a JD, knows that law is purple. And justice robes are black. So I will be doing a color conversion. The other thing is that Nora Corbett puts her on just a plain gray, on a dove gray linen. I'd like her on something a little bit more jazzy. Is that the way to describe Lady Justice? Should Lady Justice be on jazzy fabric? She should be on something. I do not want to do the preamble Constitution fabric. Nigel. You just want what? Yeah, leftover spaghetti. So I will be. So if anybody has a fabric suggestion, I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, just knowing that her colors are going to be, she's going to be in blacks and grays, her dress, and then her sash will be in purples. I think her hair in the picture is still brown, and she's a white woman, so she's going to stay a white woman with brown hair because the face. Okay, so we're going to be starting that soon, as soon as we get the fabric figured out. And then I got to work on the conversion, and God knows. Okay, so that all happened last week. Like, holy Moses. The other thing is I went to my doctor, to the nurse practitioner. She's new to the office. I will never be seeing this woman again as far as medical care. It was unbelievable. And she basically stepped out to be able to Google things and then came back in and said, I really am not sure what to say and what to do. And she's like, try to reestablish care with your GI. So I called GI. GI can't even get me in for a virtual visit until the middle of October. So then I was like, well, while I'm on the phone with U of M, let me try and set up the appointment that my neurologist had asked me for the last time he refilled my migraine meds. He doesn't have anything open at all this year, unless I'm a new patient. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. So, yeah. So that all happened. I'm trying to think. Both kids got their learner's permit to drive. So send liquor because I'm going to need to drink for me to calm down enough to be able to teach them how to drive. Those are the big things. Those are pretty big things. Again, didn't buy anything. Because at first I was like, I deserve to buy myself a present for that. And I was like, no, I want to start Lady Justice. Because that'll be really cool. So that's what we're going to do. So when I find the right fabric, we'll start her. So in the meantime, what did I do? Glad you asked. I worked on, what is it? You're not dying. I'm like literally petting you as you sit here. You want to talk about a needy dog? Get yourself a cane corso. Between that and my corgi dachshund mix, I will never be alone as long as these two are alive. Doesn't matter where I'm at. Oh, that was the other thing. I went to go have the ablation done on my back. They positioned me differently this time. It's a new, one of the techs was new. She positioned me differently. The pain was so bad that I couldn't go through with the procedure. We had to abort the procedure. They are going to see if they can do it with me, like in a twilight sedation. So I'm waiting to hear. Yeah. So that's been fun. Okay. So this last week I did fill in this box for peppermint purple. So I am actually up to date until this week. Now we have that one bar that I'm considering changing so that it won't be leaves, but maybe just a quote. And then I can start the next chunk of words. What? Lady, what? Let me get them a biscuit. Oh, please. They're spoiled. I can't help it. Okay. So this takes us through Friday. So now I'm going to draw the outline to that box. I think I'm just going to keep going on the sets of blues that I have. And then if for some reason I should run out of those before I'm done with this, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't know what else to say. So that is on my Focus in 24 list, as you all know. We are killing it on the Focus in 24 list. We did not finish anything this week. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We worked on two of the big projects that are still on my list. So that's okay. Okay, so then I worked on my Epic Oz adventure. Here's the really cool thing. I've reached all the way over to the far left hand. I've reached the top. I've reached the bottom of the center medallion piece that I'm going to be doing. Erin and I did talk. We decided on the red shoe. I love this piece so much. I keep worrying that the Brooks books are going to be characters to go around the outside are going to be too big, but I keep forgetting. I'm not stitching them because some of them I stitched for my former business partner. I'm not stitching them those same sizes because I did them on 14 count Ada. First of all, this is much smaller, and then the characters I'm actually going to stitch 1/1. I've never stitched anything 1/1, so I say that. But even if I don't end up liking it, and I end up tearing out the characters and just finding the quote that I liked on it and framing the centerpiece with the quote, I think Erin will still absolutely love it. I mean, what's not to love? That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. I had hoped to have it done by graduation. There is no way. No way in hell. First of all, even if I stitched on it 24/7 between now and the 18th, there's no way. None, none, none. Is that okay? Yes, because you know what? Christmas. Will it be done by Christmas? It should be. It should be. Here's the other piece that I have been working on. This has been also a focus. This is my, I need to get this done, if for no other reason than to hear my friend saying, is it going to be done before my mom dies? You know, she's not getting any younger. You know what? Your mom will get it when she gets it, and she'll love it. She'll cry. So relax. Clearly, I have been working on his dad's face, which is funny because it looks like his dad has a double chin. I'm not sure that in the picture his dad has a double chin, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. And now that I'm looking at it from far away, he looks like a minion with his glass. I'm going straight to hell, y'all. Straight to hell. So what I've done is somewhere in here, some of the counting is just slightly off. It's like one square off. It's nothing major, but it is major. So in order to kind of figure out it and to correct it as I'm going, I've been just kind of filling in blocks of 100 stitches, blocks of 100 stitches. It makes for very slow going because I think the most stitches that I have found, other than the black in his suit jacket, I think the most stitches that are together are like 5 or 6, if that. I know there's one where there was 4, and I was like, woo, 4 together, yay, me! We're over 20%. It's actually, I have it right here. We're at 21.39%. It's going to be a small miracle, but miracles happen. Ideally, by the end of the month, I'd like to hit 30%. Do I think that's possible? Well, anything is possible. Anything is possible. My thought is if I can hit 30% by the end of this month, and then every month is 5%, it for sure will get done before Christmas, and I'll have time to have it framed. So that's the goal. In general, the goal is 5%, but this month I would like to hit 30. Okay. This has been kind of my car project. This is both one of my 12 by 12s and my 24 and 24. It did not make whip though, but it's the Miser Brothers. If you guys know the Miser Brothers are basically my favoriteest Christmas thing ever because I love A Year Without Santa Claus. It's my favorite Christmas movie. Mr. Heat Miser, Mr. Ironically, I started with the Snow Miser. Don't ask. He's my in the car waiting project. It's kind of hard because it's white and very, very pale light blue, I believe is the color. That the name of the color that DMC puts up. So essentially it's white and white with a blue undertone to it. But that is supposed to be the Snow Miser. So he's kind of I try to keep him in the car because in the car, if I take this, it's a pattern paper. It's a pattern paper. It's pattern paper. It's a paper pattern. And so, yeah. It's baby blue ultra very light and white. B5200. Yeah, there's like virtually any difference between the two of them, unless you're like all up close. So I try to keep this project in my car, but sometimes I don't feel like working on it. I will be honest. And here's also the colors and everything for Heat Miser. What is this? Oh, okay. All right. So then the other thing that I have started is on Glacier by Bee Stitch Me in a 36 count linen. I know. And that is the Deadly Aquarium Sal by Lola Crow. I have not pulled all of the flosses for it, except for the 310. This will be a gift for my daughter. I got to get busted and move on it because the frame is out. Thankfully, part 1 is not out yet, but it's coming. It's coming really soon. And that's all I have. This is not a good card piece just because it is linen, which makes it a little bit more difficult. And to be honest with you, I've been trying to push. So, okay. So WIPGO. WIPGO this month, I have not even started on. Mine is a periodic table. And then according to you guys kill me. When I asked for what should I do for my others, because it's a viewer piece. Forgive me. One person said when we limited down and we narrowed it down, one person said for sure science guinea pig. But like 3 or 4 of you voted for Jeep Van Gogh. And Denise voted for pandemic. So what I'm going to do is work on Jeep Van Gogh. I have not even pulled out Jeep Van Gogh. The periodic table sits up here. So yeah. So we have to work on the periodic table. We have to work on, and we want to work on Jeep Van Gogh. And then, those focus pieces. Yeah. And that's where we're at. As far as my mental health in May piece, what am I going to do? Because I had the 2 Ocean Start ideas, which are slated to start this year, or the Self-Esteem Sampler by Birdie's Crossing. As much as I want to start the ocean pieces, and they're on my to be started this year, I think I'm going to hold off on the new start because one, I have not pulled I would have to go buy the flosses for those, which neither one of them have a boatload of flosses, but when, it's like, I think I'm going to work on the Self-Esteem Sampler from Birdie's Crossing and try and plug through that and get that closer to a finish. And will I still start the other beach pieces this year? Heck yeah, because I want them done too. But I think for my mental health and trying to get more projects and more things done versus starting more things, I think that is the better way to go right now. So in the next couple of weeks, you'll see a big push on Kay and Dennis. You will see the periodic table. You will see Jeep Van Gogh, and you'll see the Self-Esteem Sampler. And who knows what else, because it's me, and anything could happen. So that's all I've got. I mean, really and truly, like, I have been working, trying to get my GI tract, my gut health back together. I think doing all of the heavy antibiotics to help my face threw my gut into just overdrive, and then with all of the going and eating out, which means basically eating gluten, I threw my gut health into just a nightmare situation. So I need to get that back on track. And so that will be a big focus this next couple weeks as well. Hopefully they can do the back procedure under twilight sedation, and hopefully that can happen soon. And yeah, lots of work and going from there. So with that, remember, you are beautiful. You are smart. You are amazing. You are cherished. Although I just learned that you could also do appreciated. You are appreciated. So you are appreciated. You are loved. You are wanted. You are needed. But you and not but and you matter. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I'll see you all later, and we will talk next week. Y'all.